Yar! Last week we watched Spies Like Us.
This week we watched Treasure Island.
Yar! The connection is that both films had a cabin shootout.
No, hang on. This film had a shootout at a fort, not a cabin.
I define a cabin as any large yet small building made out of wood.
It's not a stretch. It's fine.
It's probably a stretch. Yar! Avast ye, scallywags! Ye be listening to the Oldie but a Goodie podcast, and I am joined by first mate Sandro.
Oh, yar, I'm here with Captain Zach.
That's I, 'cause I set the destination today. I set the four bearings. I hoisted the sails, which is not what the captain's normally meant to do. But there's only two of us on this ship.
Well,
so, we gotta spread the work around, you know. But we're sailing to Treasure Island once again.
No, I'm gonna rephrase that. You didn't take control. You mutinied. And made us watch a movie that you wanted to do.
I would argue
for
that sounds a lot
years.
like taking control. I would argue.
Yar.
Yar. Unfortunately, there was some hiccups on that journey, but we'll get into it. You know, we'll get into it.
We've done Treasure Island twice.
It's one of my favorite books of all time, and I have inflicted it on Sandro at every opportunity.
You have, because we're doing it again, but we're doing the Russian version that you grew up watching.
What were the two other ones? Just to ask, just to clarify.
We did Treasure Planet on Patreon, but that was a drunk episode. So,
okay, you weren't counting Treasure Planet in that. I was just clarifying.
Oh, Zach, I always count Treasure Planet because it's the best one. Maybe, and then
you'll find out at the end of this episode.
And then we did one from the 30s?
Yes.
I think, or the 40s, and then there's also one from the 50s, which I have seen, which is also which is another one. I've seen this story on on stage, on TV, and it's such a. But yeah, we've only covered those two movies before. Now a third one, which is this one. So great for the algorithm. More Treasure Island names.
Yar. At this point, we're just the Treasure Island podcast and occasionally other films.
Yep, that's correct. Yeah, definitely.
Featuring Nicolas Cage. Sandro, let's put all things aside. Let's preface this. This is a very hard film to find at the moment. I have a copy somewhere.
Yes.
I believe it was at my grandmother's, but they were unable to get the copy. They are unable to find it at the moment. Yes.
They couldn't find it.
Yes. So we weren't able to watch that copy.
No.
So instead, I was able to find the Russian copy pretty fine.
Okay.
Because that one was more distributed. I think that one was more popular.
That one's readily available everywhere.
Yes.
If you want to watch this movie in Russian, you're going to be able to watch it remastered, good to go.
Yeah. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
But I also watched the English version, but the only one I could find was a crappy YouTube rip that seemed weirdly edited. Like, there were just a couple of dialogue scenes where I'm like, I remember there being something else, you know? There was little tidbits here and there. But I have a feeling it was just the way it was edited. It was possibly a rip from TV.
Oh, yeah, maybe actually, yeah.
And I think they cut out the ads, which meant it was cut weirdly. Otherwise, it was all right.
Okay.
I had a viewing experience.
Yeah, well, you watched it twice.
Yes, I watched it twice.
Because you grew up watching, the English version on VHS as a kid. I
have no actual clue how I came upon this, how my grandmother came upon this. I'm 90% sure that it was at my grandmother's place and she had a copy of this. But I don't actually know. I don't know how I've watched this media, but I absolutely 100% definitely have.
It probably wasn't the library because you watched it so often. So I don't...
Oh, you know what? It might have been the library, actually.
I might have to check their archives.
Yeah, you know what? I think that must be it because they couldn't find it, right? But I did used to go to the library a lot when I was a kid. Do you know what I got?
What did you get?
I got Garfield.
Oh, banger. Same.
Asterix and Obelix.
Yeah. I remember that. We would just swap the copies back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Tintin.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. And then many DVDs. Yeah. They had a DVD library, and I'd get DVDs. And I must have gotten this copy from the library. That makes so much sense. I didn't even think about it till you mentioned it there.
You might have, but the thing is, we went to the same library. I also went to that library.
Yeah, but you have bad taste, so you probably just didn't...
I probably also would have picked this up at some point, unless you just had it every single week.
That was me, yes. I never gave them back the copy. I owe them $2 billion in late draft fees.
So you watched the Russian version and you watched an incomplete English version. I watched a very poor quality but complete English version.
Okay.
Which was it was just a VHS rip. So VHS is the worst quality anything that you can get, and so this was...
That's a bit rough. For your first viewing experience of this movie,
honestly, it added to it. It just added added to it a lot. I didn't find it too annoying. We've watched bad quality.
Yeah, we watched bad quality before. So okay. I'm nervous for my boy, because I had a lot of nostalgia going in. And I will say there's like a 50-50. It's like I remember some things a little differently, but then I remember other things. I'm like, oh yeah, that was good, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to hear, but I can tell you the Russian version had some distinct differences, which made it very interesting to watch as someone who had watched the English version. Not just like the voice acting, but like many other things, which you know some of them.
Yes,
I'll get into.
I've skimmed through the Russian version, and also we're going to do non-spoilers and then spoilers, but also it's who you know the story. Who cares?
Yeah,
but if for some reason you haven't, then we'll do non-spoilers and then spoilers. But do you want to do first impressions then?
I would love to hear your first impressions. I'm dying to hear them. I'm nervous. I'm shaken.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to need a bottle of rum after this, to calm my nerves and have a stroke and die.
True.
Don't drink, kids.
So I love Looney Tunes.
Yep.
I love that sort of stuff. I love slapstick animation.
This sounds like there's a big but at the end of the sentence. Oh no.
I enjoyed a lot of this movie.
Woo! We did it, boys. All right, we can end the podcast now. Full stop. Done.
I think the slapstick's great. They do a lot of jokes with practical, it's not practical because it's animated, but trick of the eye, that sort of stuff. I enjoyed all of the visual gags, and the violence was a bit repetitive, but also very good. I think this movie's a little bit small budget, because they repeat a lot of sections over and over again.
Yes, but my argument, and I feel like that might be lost on a low quality thing. They felt for me, and this might just also be nostalgia, more like repeated jokes, like it's a rule of three sort of thing.
Maybe.
But I think it was a low budget thing that they repeated the things, but it also had a theme going with it. And I liked the repeating jokes sort of thing and the repeating animations and other things. But it's they'll have the same joke, but it's in a different location. So they still have to put a bit of effort into the background and other things. I don't know. I feel like it's a fair criticism, though, that they do repeat things. But I like it.
They repeat things, but it wasn't that bad.
They have a lot of repeating jokes, like the bar across the door in the inn, Whenever
Yeah, that
someone
was-
enters the inn, someone gets hit by the bar falling off the thing, and they have to
That
put
was
it back
fine.
up.
That was funny. For me, it was more, there's two characters who go off a cliff, and they use the exact same
Yeah.
animation for people reacting to that, and I was like, I can't tell if this is a joke or if this is just poor, like, low budget.
Yeah,
But
I think
liked
it's a
it.
bit of both. I think it was definitely low budget, not even questioning that for a second.
Well, yeah,
But-
because this is a Soviet Russia / Ukrainian movie, and they
Yeah.
there's a bit of Soviet cinema out there, but there's not a lot of high budget.
There's not a lot that have
Once.
crept into my life
Well, that's
from out
true.
of the ether, from
Yeah.
the library. So, you know.
Might have to bleep that one, Stucky. A little bit of doxing there.
I
Not
don't
really.
live in
Not at
Sudbury
all.
anymore. It's fine.
But
Actually,
I
no.
do. No, I don't, actually.
Because what's going to happen is I'm going to go back to the library to try and
Yes.
find this thing. And then someone's going to be like, I heard where you were on the podcast. I followed you. I've got to take your treasure.
Oh my god! And then they're gonna follow you to beep that, Starkey.
no.
And then they're gonna stalk you forever.
No, Sandro, don't tell them that.
I think that the animation was good. I liked all the jokes. I loved the voice acting so much.
Ooh.
It's so shit. I loved it. It's the English voice acting is redonkulous.
Yes.
And I think it added to the movie a lot because it just made it a dumb cartoon. And as soon as
I'm very happy to hear this.
as soon as it started and I was like, this is just a dumb cartoon, I was like, hell yeah, I'm on board. There's not trying to do anything
that's
else.
good. That's
Although
good because I really love the voice acting in this as well. It's one of my favorites. Dr. Livesey is one of my favorite
Yeah.
characters of all
Yeah.
time.
He's
And he's
good.
just got this really silly, dumb voice actor.
Boy, yes. He sounded like Nigel Thornberry the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. And I love Nigel Thornberry. Yes.
I really
Dr.
did
Livesey.
enjoy him. I liked everyone. I liked Ben Gunn. That was fun.
Yeah.
I liked everyone aside from Jim Hawkins, but I also loved Jim Hawkins. What a so in every version I've watched, Jim Hawkins is a kid.
Yes.
Aside from Treasure Planet, where he's a teenager, that doesn't count. In every Treasure Island, Jim Hawkins is a kid. In this, he's like a 30-year-old Napoleon Dynamite looking dude
Yeah.
who talks
Who knows
like,
Kung Fu.
oh, who's like, oh, rats. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
He just talks like he's so monotone. It's amazing.
Yes. He's very monotone. He sounds like a country bumpkin in New England, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm afraid they're gonna kill us, sir, you know? And like, yeah.
Exactly. He's always eating as well. He's always got food on hand. He's got his glasses that he always has to push back up his nose.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird,
And
but I
he
really
knows
enjoyed
Kung
it.
Fu.
Yes. I think the only problem I have with the movie, and it might be a big one. It might be like a reason why I don't ever watch this again, is I don't love Treasure Island for the adventure. The adventure's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the first adventures, so it's a very simple adventure. There's some double crossing. It's a fun time, but when you've watched it as many times as I have, you're not getting that much out of it again. And so what I get out of Treasure Island is, like the one that we did in the 30s, is the friendship between Jim and Long John Silver, like that kind of adoptive dad dynamic. The characters. I like the characters. And there's none of that in this.
I was about to mention it before. I'll mention it now. There's definitely dialogue scenes that I remember being in the movie that on the rip were not there, which was weird. Specifically, there's a scene where Silver talks with Jim before they get to the island or whatever. But it's only a short scene, so...
Was it after certain information's revealed or before certain information's revealed?
I don't know what information... Oh, it's before the information. Before the information.
Okay.
I
That
figured
might
it
not
out.
have been in my one then, yeah. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember now. It might have been like a very brief scene, but yeah. They don't really have any friendship or anything before they
Yeah,
get to the island.
I will agree that aside from that bit, I'm pretty sure, this has the weakest relationship between Jim and Silver.
And I think, like, story-wise, overall, it's pretty weak. It's just the book, but with slapstick, which is fine.
But I think there's scenes that are cut that, like, have dialogue in them that are just not in, and especially not in the English version overall, because of the Russian version, which has some interesting differences. But I think you're right. I think it's definitely more of a cartoony, action-focused movie rather than a Treasure Island sort of movie.
Which is good, and it's fine, and I probably won't watch it again, but I enjoyed watching it this one time. I was like, that's a cool take on it.
I will inflict it upon you again at some point. It's going to happen. Yeah.
With the VHS. We'll rent out a
cinema. If I ever
cinema,
find
make everyone
a
watch
copy
it.
of that one, I will absolutely make you watch it again.
Sounds good. Well, and then we'll do a re-review. A re-review.
We'll do re-review of this. We'll do a re-review of Cabin Boy.
Oh, yeah, go do Cabin Boy, yeah.
Some other movie that existed.
Yeah. We'll
Face Off again. Just because I want to watch that movie again.
Yeah.
Because that's funny if we review it twice, you know? Then it's like
funny.
You know,
meta.
Then it's, there's something there. I'm sure about it.
Final K-drama out right now, patreon.com/OldieBuddyGoodie.
And then we'll re-review Back to the Future 2.
We've never reviewed... But yeah, no, all good. Oh, and my last thing is, I know that there's more songs in the original Russian version, but I liked the songs that were in the English one. I thought they were really good.
It was... The English one has a weird thing where there's the first song before the tavern, which is quite good. I would argue there's some things, but I really need to dive in. And there's like Ben's gun song,
that was good,
which isn't in the Russian version.
Oh,
that is a completely because there is a Russian song there, but that's the live action stuff.
Yes.
And
the Russian version contains half an hour of live action music.
I argue it's 20 minutes and then maybe even less.
It says half an hour on Wikipedia.
No. But there's like 10 minutes of animation that aren't in the English one as well.
Yeah.
Like what I'm saying is there's like 15 minutes of animation and 15 minutes of live action.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, it was weird. The version I watched, there was like a literally a piece of dialogue that's like 20 seconds long that was cut from it. And it's one of Dr. Lively's things where he's telling, I don't know if it was in your version.
Zach then proceeded to spoil for probably about 3 minutes. So yeah, none of that's here. That's in the next section. Enjoy.
Was that in the version you watched?
No.
Yeah, so look, I might also be just going crazy at this point and have that thing where you think you remember something in the movie and it was not there. But there's evidence it does exist. But it's also a problem with there's the Russian version, which exists, which objectively does have more animated scenes in it than the English version itself.
Yeah.
So I think the Russian version has an advantage over that, but I do love specifically the English voice acting.
Yeah.
In the English version.
Yeah, I'm like I heard some of the Russian one and like even just Dr. Lively, he's better. I know it might be a hot take. He's better in the English one. I like the Nigel Thornberry voice. He just kind of sounds like a regular guy in the other one.
Yeah.
Just everyone. I think the only voice that I didn't like, and that's just because it didn't stand out much, was Long John Silver. He doesn't sound really like anything. He just kind of sounds like a guy.
We have definitely seen better versions of his character in other films. He's way more important in other things, whereas in this one he's just sort of an obstacle.
Yeah.
Although he's a bit menacing, you know, a bit creepy, but not amazing. I'll give you that one.
But yeah, no, I think there's not much else to say here. I think we should just move on, go to spoilers. But I liked it. I liked it. I think. I don't know. I think it's one of those ones that's hard to recommend to people because there's too many versions to watch. The English one's never been remastered and isn't available anywhere but on YouTube.
Yep.
And a random VHS that might be at Zach's grandparents' house or at the local library, which means it's definitely been sold or destroyed.
Yeah, no longer exists. Oh well.
Could probably get it on eBay for a little bit, maybe. Might have to have a look.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna search Facebook Marketplace.
But then you got to get a VHS player.
No. I'll steal that one from my grandparents.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got to think on your feet here, you know.
Yeah, but I think I'll give it a goodie. It's just like a middle of the ground. I liked it. I liked watching it, and it's only like
Sandra,
70 minutes.
You don't have to give it a goodie because I'm going to give it a goodie, but it's only out of nostalgia.
I don't think I ever got bored. Really, I think near the end I was like, "Come on, I know the plot."
Yeah. You know. I think this also has a bit of a disadvantage where we know the plot as well. Whereas if you're watching this for the first time, you know, there's a bit of benefit.
It isn't really doing anything new, which is why I think I like Treasure Planet, because it's the same story that I've seen over and over again, but it's a different setting.
Yeah. I think that's very valid.
But no, overall it's good. I mean, I would recommend watching the English version just to hear the voice acting alone. You can even just watch the first 20 minutes.
I'm so glad that's your opinion, because that's also why I love this one as well.
Yeah.
It's just the voice acting was so corny.
There's a scene where someone dies and Jim's like, he's dead. I just started laughing. It's so funny.
I love Jim, just having no reaction to everything. I think that's just a great character concept.
So great. He really is just the Napoleon Dynamite of animated treasure.
I was going to ask, how do you like the animation and the style and other things? I know maybe this is getting too nitty gritty. We should get into spoilers.
I think it's good. It was good. It reminded me of Schoolhouse Rock, which was that educational American animated thing. I don't know. I liked it. I think it's surprisingly high quality for a low budget Soviet movie from the 80s.
I specifically like the perspective shots that they do. They just keep changing this perspective on you. They do an outside, top down shot, and then they do and then they'll do a close up from underneath shot where you can see their boots or whatever. It's why do they keep changing these? Then you've got one shot where it's just from the top of the stairwell looking down as they're doing stuff at the bottom of the stairwell.
Yeah, that was cool.
They change it up, which is fun. I really liked it.
There's a lot of different. Yeah, all that was cool. I liked that. Very different for the time. Great, visual gags with the slapstick, which is good as well. I think the sound effects might be a little bit much. Particularly, they used the, Looney Tunes running sound effects and stuff, which I've used on our show. I've got it saved on my computer. I know exactly. They used it a lot, and I didn't find it annoying. I just found it interesting that they were using public domain sound effects from the 40s.
They're not in the Russian version.
Oh, that makes sense. It's an American thing.
Yeah, which is really interesting. Now, I'm going to rate this a goodie so we can get into spoilers, because I want to talk about the differences between this one and the Russian version. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about quickly?
Not really.
I just need to get this off my dead man's chest, as it were.
Well, I'll give it a goodie as well. One quick thing before we jump into spoilers. I don't have any taglines.
Okay.
So instead, I've got a fun fact.
Oh, go ahead.
In 2012, Zach, Russia was like, movies that have smoking and drinking in them, kids cannot watch them.
Oh.
That is the new law.
That's
and
not
Zach,
good for this movie.
All across Mother Russia, Russians were upset because they wanted their kids to watch this movie.
Yeah, as they should.
So I think they protested. I don't know if Russians protest, but they caused such an uproar that this movie got an exemption from that rule.
Oh shit! This movie specifically got an exemption.
It did.
That's That's hype.
Yeah, pretty cool. Good on you, Russia.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, g'day, mate. It's me, Sally McSeller. I'm an American, but I love Australia. Specifically, I love Nicolas Cage being in Australia for this week's movie over at patreon.com/Oldie But a Goodie Pod, where Sandro and Zach reviewed The Surfer, a film Nicolas Cage made in Western Australia. It's the perfect episode to have a chuckle while you're putting some shrimp on the Barbie. Here's a clip. Well, that's one thing, actually, was at the start of the movie, they say that the house he wants to buy is $1.7 million, which, if you're buying a beachside house in Western Australia, that is $4 million plus. Like,
yeah, easy. 4 million plus easy. And they said it was like the best house on the beach as well, the Surfer Boys. That's gotta be in the like 15 mil easy.
Definitely.
I'm gonna
100%.
Yeah. That was the most unrealistic part of the movie, I would say.
Now, I've never been to Australia. In fact, I've never been to Melbourne. I've never even met or talked to Sandro and Zach from the podcast Oldie But a Goodie. But I know for a fact that I'm being paid to tell you to go and listen to this episode on patreon.com/Oldie But a Goodie Pod, and that it is definitely worth your time and your spare cash, coins, dollars. You can also get ad-free episodes up there on the Patreon if you want as well. Patreon.com/Oldie But a Goodie Pod. I'm an American. Yeehaw! Alright, now, spoilers. I wanna talk about the differences between the English and the original one. I also want to talk about the differences between the other versions of Treasure Island as well, which I'm sure we'll get into. But let's talk about, the direct, because we don't need to go through the plot of this. Like,
no.
If you know, and if you don't know, go listen to our last Treasure Island episode.
And if you don't know, even after listening to that, go to our Patreon and listen to the Treasure Planet episode.
That's right.
Where it was like 4 a.m. and we were wasted out of our minds. That episode's gotta hold up.
Oh, I don't want to listen to it, but I'm so tempted to just release it for free at some point.
Oh, that'd be... Oh, wait, no. I want to listen to it first before you
me too. I remember that I did edit it before publishing it on Patreon. I think I cut out at least an hour worth of just rambling.
Holy crap.
To be fair, we reviewed 3 movies and recorded until 6 in the morning.
That was a great idea. All right, so, Sandro, differences number 1. We mentioned sound effects.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting. I think there's a lot of sound effects in the English one. There's a sound effect for everything, and you don't really notice it in the English one, maybe. Like, you obviously do, because there's a lot of silly, like... standard ones that
there's a little, like...
and there's the... ones that we've heard, like, a million times before, so they're very obnoxious. But there's also sounds for everything, whereas in the Russian version there's a lot of animation that just doesn't get sound effects that has sound effects in the English version.
Hang on, are you telling me that the pirates don't fart when they jump on each other in the Russian version?
No.
Oh my
Specifically,
god.
Or when they come up to the door of the tavern, right, to break it in, and one stops and the others crash into each other. That doesn't have a sound effect in the Russian version.
I was skimming through the Russian version, and I did notice that. I was like, this sounds so empty compared to the one I just watched.
Yeah, right? Like, if you watch that one and then watch this one, it's like, oh, this one just is like... It's a lot more full, which is interesting.
I kind of feel like that wouldn't work as well, particularly for the slapstick stuff. Like, you want the constant banging and smashing, and...
I think it definitely improved.
Oh, okay.
The sound effects improved the situation.
Oh, right, you agree with
me. I'm on the English side, for that one. I tick that off 1 English, but it's only like a half point, because it's also... Because there's a sound effect on everything, some of it, I'd say, you could cut a little bit of it.
You can cut the constant farting, I think. I think that could be cut.
No, the farting stays, Sandro.
That was one of the first notes I wrote down was constant sneezing and farting. This is pissing me off.
Okay. Well, the sneezing's iconic for the story.
Because
there's true. The Billy Bones is just like it's a miracle he's still alive. He's a medical miracle because he drinks constantly and just is constantly ill. So he's constantly sneezing, and that's a running joke for the start of the film. But he's not in the film forever.
No,
so
he dies.
So you don't have to worry about the sneezing for the whole film, right? That's just a running gag at the start of the film, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I can forgive this film for like rehashing animations and stuff, because it does a lot of running gags in the film.
It does have quite a lot.
So I put the sneezing, that's a running gag, but like the every time the pirates sit down, they always get a game of like dice going.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So there's the same scene where they're in the tavern, they do some dice. They're on the ship, they do some dice.
Yeah. They're
sitting down guarding the ship, they're doing some dice.
More dice,
you know?
and they just copy and paste the animation, change the background.
Yeah.
It's pretty, I enjoyed those jokes. I love jokes like that. I like whenever characters do the same. In great TV show Trailer Park Boys, one of the main characters, always has a small glass of Coke and rum in every single scene that he's ever in for all fucking 20 seasons. He's just always got... It's great. I love that sort of stuff. And
That's awesome.
I laughed at that. I think for me, it was more, the scenes where characters like went off the cliff and then we got the same reaction shots. And I think there's one where... They're sailing the ship, then there's a dialogue scene, and then they're sailing the ship again, and they just copy and pasted the same scene.
Yeah. I think there's some criticism there for sure. I'll give you
little
that
bit here
one.
and there. That's fine, though.
No. I think that one's fair. I did like the ocean animations. There's some, like, B shots of the ocean where it has them, like...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I remember this in the version I watched as a kid. I don't know if it was in the version you watched, but the waves kind of takes shapes of like animals almost in this one B shot sort of thing.
Look, the quality I watched was very low quality.
Yeah. But they're not like full animal shapes. They're just like taking weird shapes.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that.
Yeah. Okay,
that was cool.
That was in there.
The animation in this is really solid. It's quite good.
That's what I'm saying. Like you were doubting me when I recommended this movie. But,
I was.
But because it's a Russian studio, it's got a weird story behind it. But it's fun. It's definitely that's got that sort of European-esque cartoon, like your Asterix and Obelix.
It is very Asterix and Obelix. Yeah, I think unlike Asterix and Obelix, I think there's not enough jokes to be on the Asterix level.
No. Asterix is the whole shtick with that is like every single panel there's like some jokes going on. It's like cram packed. Where this like has it's like Asterix and Obelix meets Looney Tunes.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Which I really did enjoy. I also want to bring up as well that, if you do look up best Russian movies, which I did, spoilers for maybe a bit later on the episode, this is on every list, which is surprising.
There you go.
I think that's why people like the Russian version, because it's like a genuinely good movie, whereas the English one's a meme. So
yes. But also there's like... the differences in the Russian version, there's different voice acting, which isn't necessarily bad. I'll give it to this. After watching the Russian version, I also liked Russian Dr. Livsley.
Okay. He's just not camp in the Russian one. I don't know.
No, he's not. But he kind of gets into his groove later on, and I was like, I kind of got back into it. I think it's one of those things. As a connoisseur of anime, Sandra, I don't know if you've gone, but have you ever watched an anime with dubs?
Sometime. I don't like anime, so if I'm being forced to watch
have
anime...
you ever watched anime with subs?
Yes, I've watched... So I started watching Demon Slayer in the original language with subs, and then I was like, this is annoying, and I don't like this, so I'm going to try watching it with dubs, so then I can turn my brain off, and maybe I'll enjoy it more. And I still hated it. So I stopped watching. But yes, I have watched the same anime in sub and dub before. Yes.
And I think you could agree it's quite jarring to go from one to the other, and characters don't. I personally find it that once I start something in one language, if I swap to the other one, I don't like it as much. I
agree.
associate this character with the voice that I started with.
That's very true.
Whether
I agree,
it's the Japanese one or the English one.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like that with Cowboy Bebop. I can never watch the Japanese one because I love the English cast so much.
Ah, yeah. See, right? There we go. Okay, that's a good example. But that's why nowadays I always try and start something by watching the subs so I can get used to that.
Yeah.
Because if I get used to the English one, I might not get as much out of it.
That's true.
And then maybe I might switch to the English one to see. Now, there's a lot of dialogue changes between the English and the Russian one.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm pretty sure they were just, given the movie and told how it went, and then just they just did it.
There was one scene where someone, from my perspective, was obviously improvising. I think it's the captain.
Yeah.
There's a scene where I felt like they just let the voice actor improv for like 30 seconds.
Yes. Well, it's like translated from Russian, and they probably didn't have a good translation of it.
Most
so they just
likely
kind
not.
of made up.
Yeah.
So when Dr. Livesey is like carrying Billy Bones to bed,
Yeah.
in the English version, he's going, yes. Oh yeah. And then he like puts him in the bed.
Yeah.
And then he like uses his stethoscope and he's like, oh yes, oh yeah. Oh yes, oh that sounds terrible. That's right?
Mm-hmm. I remember
That's
all
the
that.
scene to you, right?
Yeah.
In the Russian version, he's examining him when he's walking.
Oh
to the
my
thing.
god,
He's
there's
like,
dialogue.
Yeah, there's dialogue. He's going, liver swollen. Yes, that's very bad. Oh yes, your muscle fatigue.
Wow.
Like, and then when he lies him down, he's like, oh yes, the swollen liver and all this sort of right. Yeah. So there's different. Who knew that there would be differences between these movies?
If I'm watching Treasure Island 1988 and it doesn't have a campy as fuck voice cast, do I care? Probably not.
Well, Sandro, there might be something else that ropes you in.
Or what might rope me in?
A bit of live action song and dance.
Now that would, yes, because I've heard some, I did skim through it and I heard some of the songs and I wish they were in the English version.
Yeah. I wish, it was definitely not in the budget to be like, let's make a whole new song and dance using English voice acting or whatever, singing. It's just, it wasn't going to happen, which is very sad.
Yeah.
But between certain scenes, there are song and dances done
yes.
in live action, which divides up some of the plot because this movie was also like, it was a TV movie.
Yep. 2-part TV movie as well.
That's what I was going to say, is it's divided into sort of 2 parts. So the songs also divided the movie. Like, for example, at the start of the movie, there's like a song and dance where they're talking about pirates and the treasure map and all the things. And like the guy is drawing the treasure map.
Oh,
that we see in the movie.
Cool.
And then what happens is at the end of the song, Billy Bones comes up and shoots him. Like, the animated character comes up and shoots the IRL character.
Oh, what?
And he dies, and he takes the map off him and runs away.
I didn't watch this one. That's sick.
Yeah. It was pretty fun. And that's how the movie starts, is then it cuts to him going to the inn.
Oh, that's so cool. Instead, we just get the song over, like, the opening credits of the movie in the English one.
Yes.
And also, I do want to point one thing. I wrote down some lyrics for the songs in my notes. I got some quotes that I'm sure we'll go through. But for that opening song, I did write down, and this could just be the subtitles being wrong, but this did sound like the lyric. Yo ho, we love lovely ladies, no matter young or old.
I don't remember that part.
That's what the subtitles on my version said. Again, not sure if that's accurate, but
I remember, yo ho, we're pirates.
Yes.
Sail the open sea.
that is the
Yo ho, we're pirates.
There's like the second
there
half
a-
of the chorus is Yo ho, we're pirates waiting for the rays. Yo ho, we love lovely ladies, no matter young or old.
Yeah, they
Something
cut
like
the bit
that.
from the Russian song, which is saying, as long as they're legally over the age of 18
okay, that's
and
good.
consent.
Yeah.
That's in the Russian version.
All
That's
right,
in the Russian.
all right, cool. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm like,
Okay,
you grew up
that's
watching
fair.
this. Maybe there might be some cycle, just some fallback there. I don't know.
Uh-huh. What are you trying to say there? Are you saying I should be looking into some lists, maybe?
No, I'm trying to say that you've been listening to a little bit too much Drake recently, Zach.
Oh, no!
You might just be a little bit
Oh, no!
This movie brainwashed you into liking music by pedophiles. Anyway.
Love Drake, love Kanye, love...
Oh, he's not one. He's
just a
Nicki
Nazi.
Minaj is. She is a...
Is?
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
yeah.
I gotta research my song lists before
Allegedly.
I listen to them. All right. But of course, there's other songs. There is some songs in the English version.
Oh, yeah.
So, for example, they sing to Billy Bones directly in the English version at the start of the film at the tavern. There's like the beggar.
Oh, yeah.
Please, Billy Bones, give us your money or some rubbish, right?
I really couldn't tell what accent that guy was doing. And it
Yeah.
But I
I
think-
like the song in the English version, but in the Russian version, they are just like pretending to be beggars, and so they sing a song about giving a small boy some money, like donating your money, right?
That would have made way more sense.
Yes, they try to guilt trip him, right?
Yeah.
Which made more sense, yeah.
Does Dr. Lively get a song in the
No,
Russian? Oh,
no.
that's a shame.
Oh, he might actually. I don't know. Well, the problem is most of the songs are done by the live action. So it's possible that one of the live action characters relates to Dr. Lively. Like, there's a... But I can't tell because it's all in Russian.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard. There is a song in Russian where they are in a gym.
What?
On exercise bikes and other things, dressed up as pirates.
the fuck?
Singing a song, and then they cut to ladies doing yoga. like a very saucy 90s music video. So there is some allegations to be had, I would say.
I think I get the undertones of this movie now.
Are you saying it's about pirates who kill people and steal their treasure?
Yes, definitely.
Because there's a lot of smoking and drinking in this film.
Like, this is for kids, and I grew up watching Looney Tunes from the 40s. I've got box sets. Box sets upon box sets of that sort of stuff. And there's a lot of racism, there's a lot of alcoholism, a lot of tobacco usage in those cartoons. But to watch something from, like, the 80s that's basically just constant chain smoking... It's quite jarring.
No,
but
here's the thing. It's also anti-smoking and anti-drinking.
Because the Russian version has an anti-smoking, anti-drinking song, right? I looked it up and I think I saw, or maybe I'm just getting my wires mixed up.
I think you're right. No. There is one, yes. I think it's mostly the anti-drinking because of Billy Bones and how he, like, dies drinking.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, so they literally are like, yeah, you will die of drinking and other things. And Dr. Lively is like, there's a fight scene at the very end of the movie where the pirates are running around and they get really puffed. And then they come up to Dr. Lively and he's like, my word, you all have been smoking too much. I say, if you don't stop all this running around and, start breathing some proper air, you're going to all lie down flat dead.
And guess what? They all die.
They're all like, and then they all, like, keel over and die.
Yeah.
Great scene. One of my favorites.
That was good. The other song to mention in the English version is the the Gunn song. What the fuck is his full name?
Ben Gunn.
Ben Gunn. And Ben Gunn gets a country song where he sings about his backstory with Long John Silver. And it's great. It's so... that song is a banger. He's like, oh no, it's him again.
Him again. The meanest pirate of all. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you liked that song.
I
liked that one.
I liked the old man song with the old man voice from The Simpsons. It's great. I loved it.
He can't be trusted. Hand me a musket.
I wrote down that rhyme as well because I'm like, that's a clever rhyme.
It's a banger. It's an absolute banger. I'm so glad you like that song because I love that song as a kid. But in the version I watched, it cut the bit where Jim's like, "Please tell me your story," and so it just jumped to the song part, and I was like, "What? That was such a weird little cut." Like,
that's crazy. Because the version I watched had the "Please tell me your story." Also, just above my notes about that song, I've got written down, I'm still not over Jim's voice acting. So I really was...
You were loving it.
Just zeroed in on that. I'm going through the rest of my notes to see if there's anything else to mention.
Yeah.
I didn't love this version of Long John Silver, but he did get one quote, which was fucking sick. I wrote it down. He says, in 1 hour, those of you who are... Wait, no, I'll do a pirate voice. Arr! In 1 hour... No, I can't do it. In 1 hour!
In 1 hour.
Those of you who are still alive will envy those who are already dead. And I was like, that's cold.
Damn. Yeah, he's got some cold lines.
He does. Because this is just an evil version of Long John.
Yes,
there's no
he
nuance
is just
here.
like evil, yeah. There is like a little dialogue he has with them at the end. He's trying to, schmooze up to him. And they're like, we're gonna take you back to England and get hanged. And then they leave, and then he escapes.
Yes. But I think I don't think I've got really much else to say. Like, I really enjoyed all of the slapstick stuff. I love the scene. So the cabin shootout, which isn't in a cabin, it's in a fort, but you've made it. It's you've got your reasonings.
Yeah. Look. We can retroactively change the wording in that, but like,
I don't think we can. I think it's stuck on there now. It's in the
Yeah,
intro,
that's
so
fair.
not much we can do there.
That's fair.
But just in that shootout, I loved how they're smashing the windows of the fort, and the one guy. He sees a painting that looks like it's a window, and he just keeps I thought that was hilarious.
It was a great joke. Oh, there's some bagger jokes in this scene.
That's a good one.
I want to mention it because it links into this. But when they go and first meet Long John Silver in his tavern, right?
Yes.
In the English version, I can't remember it now. Is there the fight with the really tough guy in the tavern?
There's no fight in the tavern.
Yeah, so in the so not the starting tavern, the one they meet Long John Silver in, right? Not the inn.
I'll go back to the one I watched, but there was no fight in that one.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think there is. In the Russian version, there's a fight which establishes Jim's kung fu abilities.
Oh, yeah, because that came out of nowhere in the...
Yes, but in this one, he a pirate pulls out his chair underneath Jim before he sits down. Yeah. And so Jim stands up, brushes himself off, and then gives a light slap to this big guy. All the other tavern goers, they rear back. They're like, oh shit, he's gonna kick his ass. And then this big pirate guy starts like an angry gorilla jumping up and down. He starts smashing the walls. He breaks a beam. It lands on his head, splits in half.
Oh
he
my God.
eats half of it.
Oh my God. That's not
and then he goes,
oh.
Yeah. And then he goes and run up and hit Jim. And then he pounds on Jim, and Jim's unaffected.
Wow.
And then Jim just pulls out the kung fu and launches him to the other wall. And he's just out for the count.
Oh my God.
Which leads into the later scene where Jim comes out with his kung fu fighting, beats up a whole bunch of pirates, and then runs into this giant log of a man who he literally can't do anything to. Which is great.
That is crazy because I think that would have worked. That would have been so much funnier if at the start of the movie you established that Jim Hawkins can do kung fu.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up, though, the very obvious and slightly racist sound effects and your music that starts to play during that sequence was a little bit dated, but it's still so funny to see this white Napoleon Dynamite kid fly around chopping people up with his kung fu hands.
It was great.
What a stupid movie. Anyway.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Do you have anything else to say here?
Yeah, there's some other like scenes in the Russian one that aren't in the English one.
Yeah.
But I don't need to go over them. I think we've talked about this one enough. If you like the sound of it, go check it out yourself.
Yeah, it's free. Both versions are free. Like the English one is not great. It's pretty bad quality, but you can't find it anywhere else.
Good copy of it, then absolutely. But the Russian one you can get a good copy of, and I think it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I definitely miss the sound effects in the Russian one the most. But other than that, I think the Russian one's really good, and the like random music, is really good. I also love Ben Gunn, by the way. His whole thing, I think there must be like a missing dialogue, but there's a whole thing where he really likes cheese.
Yes.
And that's his main motivator. And I remember that. And that stuck with me as a kid. I'm like, yeah, he just wants some cheese, man. And I can relate to that.
Now, I do want to mention one thing before we wrap it up. There is the famous meme of Dr. Livesey walking to the sound of gangster rap. When you first came across that meme, what did you... Were you like, I know where this is from? Like, what was your reaction?
That was me. Yeah, I was like, wait, holy shit, I watched that one as a kid. Why is this suddenly popped up? What is happening?
Yeah,
like,
cool. All right.
It was like, but it was also that thing of like, you see something and then suddenly a memory awakens in the recesses of your mind that you didn't know you had.
Yep.
Because I had not thought about that movie at that point for maybe 8 years. And then suddenly, bang, I see this image and him walking. And I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Because
I love this character.
I think you came across that meme. It was around the time we did the Treasure Island episode. No, the Treasure Planet episode, I mean.
Yeah.
It was like just after lockdown, I think. It was like 2021 or something. And so you've been trying to get us to watch it ever since then. And here you go. Now you finally have.
Yeah, well, look, we watched it, although I would argue that we didn't quite get the full experience with our crappy versions that we watched.
That's true.
But one day I will remedy this, and it will, and Sandro can't wait for it. He can't wait to watch this movie again.
And what I want to do is just remaster the English version. Just clean it up, put it out there. That'd be great. That's my call out, I think. I think like all up, like it's worth watching if you're a diehard Treasure Island fan like Zach. Watch this one. It's another one that you'll be like, it's a weird little Looney Tunes take on that story, and I think that's good. I don't know. I do recommend it. I gave it a goodie. It's like a light goodie, but it's still a recommend this. I think it's interesting, and the English voice acting is so funny that, like, just again, Jim being like, oh no, this guy needs a doctor. It's so funny. And then Dr. Livesey just bursts in immediately and is like, did someone call for a doctor?
Did someone call for a doctor?
If we were remaking this, Matt Berry as Dr. Livesey, that'd be so good. Just get him in there.
His iconically, like, laughing after every sentence is so good. Oh, before we go, there was something else I had to mention. They have Suicide Squad's little tags sometimes for characters.
I noticed that when I was going through the Russian version, they do have like stat cards for every character in only the Russian one, yeah.
Yeah, which is funny because it's like, you know, they just explain the character a little bit, but then have like a not married or married tag.
That's pretty funny.
Which is funny. So Dr. Livesey's married, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow, okay.
I think Jim was also married. I'm not sure.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. There was, I don't know. I can't remember now. But like, there was some ones, which was pretty funny.
All right. Well, that's pretty funny.
All Alrighty then, it's time for regular reviews.
Regular.
This is the regular part of the show where I regularly do reviews for this regular podcast.
And this is me regularly reacting to that. Wow. Time for reviews.
Thanks, Jim Hawkins. All right, so there's not a lot of reviews for this one.
Yeah, I bet there's barely any.
Especially the English version. I think for the Russian version, if you looked up like Russian related media and other things, not so much Rotten Tomatoes. However, for the English version specifically on Rotten Tomatoes, I was able to get 2 reviews.
Now, I'm looking it up here. No critic score, no audience score for Treasure Island 1988. Nothing.
There's not enough.
There's nothing. So the English version is actually called Return to Treasure Island, and that's also got nothing on Rotten Tomatoes. And I can't find any other entries for the movie. So
for Return to Treasure Island specifically, there were 2 reviews.
Wow.
So today I'm presenting to you 3 reviews.
Oh.
2 of which are the only reviews I found on Rotten Tomatoes, the place I always get my reviews from, because I don't go to the stinky critic scores.
No.
Not that there were any critics' reviews for this movie.
There were none.
I always go to the audience. And there were 2 audience reviews, so I'm going to read these out, and you have to guess which one is which.
How about that?
Ready, Sandra?
I am ready. Yes.
All right. Well, this is going to be a short one, so here we go. Dick says, memes aside, this one was actually quite a lot of fun.
That's a pretty good review. Short and simple. Quite a lot of fun. 3.5.
It's 3.5.
Oh, nice.
Well done.
All right. Hell yeah, there we go.
It's coming in swinging.
Good start.
The next 2 reviews don't have a username. Masterpiece. Movies in 2024 and beyond won't ever be able to reach these kinds of heights. From the writing to the casting, soundtracks, and artistic choices, this movie is my personal favorite animated movie of the 20th century.
Wow. That's a huge call.
Yeah. I like how it says 20th century.
I also like how
because it was made in 1988.
Yeah, no, exactly. Also, 2024, meaning it couldn't be your review, surely. Unless that's you throwing me off.
That'd be crazy.
If that's not 5 stars, then I'm going to eat a piece of paper.
Whoa! It's 5 out of 5. It's 5 out of 5. Put the paper down. Cool. Put the paper down.
All right, I'm putting down this warrant I have here.
Oh, shit. That had more sound effects than the Russian movie.
It did, yeah.
Speaking of, the Russian version was better.
Oh, was that all the review?
That was the review.
Oof.
The Russian version was better.
It's gonna be negative
stop.
then. Full stop. Oh, definitely negative if there's a full stop. This person's grumpy. 2 stars.
It was 4 out of 5.
You
almost had 100%. You almost had 100%.
Almost.
But, yeah.
Well, how about that? I'm going to say yours was, the middle one that said 2024, because it's a funny joke.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Mine was the Russian version was better.
No.
I bamboozled you.
Bamboozled me. That's unbelievable.
With my nostalgia for the English version. I didn't think the Russian version was pretty good. I think they were both good, but for different merits.
Different reasons. Well, how about that? A solid segment of reviews there. Anyway, that's the whole episode. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. That is Oldie Buddy Goodie. If you like the show and you want to give us a review, and don't just so that we don't only have 2, like poor Treasure Island on Rotten Tomatoes, you can do so by bloody going on the app you're using, and if they let you drop a review, like Spotify and Apple Podcasts do, then drop one for us. Also, drop us a comment on YouTube. We love people who do that. I love getting that notification on my phone, and then I screenshot it and I send it to Zach sometimes, and then we're like, look at that comment. How about that?
It's pretty fun. It's a
Yeah.
fun time. I'm like, ha ha ha, what a silly comment. We're not
good
the
one.
movie you were Googling for. We're a podcast about the movie.
Oh, I didn't send it to you, but we got a comment on our Tarzan episode today. Someone just said Italiano. Don't know what that's a reference to. Don't know what they're talking about.
Mamma mia, that's beautiful.
If you made it this
That's
far
a
into the
spicy
episode,
meatball.
drop a comment, say Italiano on this episode, and we'll know that you're a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rules. Also, if you want to help out the show with a little bit of spare cash lying around, patreon.com/oldiebuddygoodypod, get ad-free episodes, early episodes, and a bonus episodes. Zach, we finished it last week. Was it last week? I don't remember. We finished it recently.
At some point,
What did we finish, Zach?
we finished the Cage-orama.
Whoa.
Cage-orama. We watch Cage movies.
Nick Cage.
We rate them out of caginess.
Oh, yeah.
We compare some caginess to some caginess because we love a little caginess. Because there's one thing I fear, Sandro.
What is that?
I'm being trapped in a cage.
Oh, and so we must learn how to escape the cage by watching Nick Cage movies and figuring out the cage level of cageness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we watched a lot of ones for this one. This was our fourth Cage-orama.
Fourth
I believe.
Cage-orama. Yeah.
Yes. And we watched the new Surfer movie.
That's out.
For Nick
It's
Cage.
set
That
in
one
Australia.
was very fun. I enjoyed reviewing that one. That one was really good.
Did National Treasure 2, had that shit fantasy one in there that
Yeah.
my parents watched the other day and then told me they liked it, and I was like, what the hell? So just I think there are fans
Yeah,
of
that
that
one
out
was
there.
great.
Oh, fuck you, Zach.
There was the in previous ones, we did like The Sorcerer's Apprentice. We did the first one. Like, we've done a lot of Nick Cage movies, so you can check that out on patreon.com/oldiebuddygoody.
Pod. Yeah.
Pod.
You always
I
forget,
always
that
forget the
pod.
pod.
That's what loses us an extra $5. No.
It's
yeah.
true.
And the final episode of that one's out, which was a Cage match as well. So that's a Nick Cage bonus battle, 2 Nick Cage movies. We wrapped it up with that, which we haven't recorded yet because we've been busy. But hopefully we will very soon, so that episode can come out on time. But yeah, you go up, grab all the Cage that you want. There's collections of Cage to get cheap Cage.
Yeah.
Go do it. It'll be fun. Or blah blah blah. All right, Zach. I've picked movies. You gotta help me figure out what we're bloody doing next week.
What are we doing today? What's your plan for today? What's your plan of action?
We've been fucking around for a couple months here.
It's true. We've been fucking around a lot. We did 1 month of me picking everything. We did 1 month of you picking everything.
Yeah.
We did some silly, like, chooser things.
Yeah,
we did
would
some,
you
like,
rather
what would you
games.
prefers. Yeah, we did an interactive role play one.
That was fun.
I like that one a lot. We did a personality quiz.
Yeah, that was good as well. Yeah, all that stuff we did recently. And Zach, you know what? I'm sick and tired of it, quite frankly.
Ooh.
Oh,
What are you gonna do?
I miss the good old days. I miss the good old days of doing the gimmies.
Oh!
And doing the
Are you bringing it
questions.
back?
Making you pick a movie based off the facts and not silly games.
All right, we're going away from silliness and bringing it back to science.
Now, whether or not you do this next week or you do another game is totally up to you. But for my choices that are connected to Treasure Island, the animated one, I'm doing the questions.
Excellent. Okay. I think maybe next week I'll do a questions, and then maybe after that I might mix it up again. Because I
Yeah.
am as well. I was starting to miss the questions as well. All right. If you haven't listened to this before, there's a whole bunch of questions. I'm going to answer them. Sandro isn't going to tell me the movie. I'm just going to kind of figure it out from vibes.
Yeah, you got to pick a movie on vibes.
And by figure it out, I mean I'll have no idea which movie, and I'll just pick one off vibes.
That's
And
right.
That's how we pick movies.
That's how it is.
sometimes.
So we got 4 movies.
4 movies. Well,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Got 4 connections here going off in fucking very different directions. I'm looking forward to seeing
Right.
which one you pick. Okay, so for gimmies, what would you like? And I'll tell you what I'm not going to give you.
Okay, maybe like genres.
Yeah.
I know that was a gimme we used to have.
We used to do that, yeah.
Was it year?
Yeah.
I think we had years as one of the gimmies. And there was another gimme that we had. Maybe it was like an actor or something.
I'm
but
not
I don't
doing
want
that
actors.
one.
Yeah. No
not
actors.
doing
We
that.
don't need actors. What was the other one? There was maybe ratings. Maybe it was like above or below 50.
Yeah, above or below 50. That's not a bad idea, actually.
But I don't like that one. I don't
Okay.
like above or below because that might skew my. I'm very biased in that. I'm like, ooh, that one's a low-rated family movie. No, thank you.
Yeah,
You know?
fair. Okay, what I'm not going to give you year.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you genre. Actually, no,
Okay.
maybe I give you genre, but I'm going to also give you vibe.
Oh, okay. That sounds reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want colors. That's my gimmies. I want some colors. You
Okay,
know?
all right, some colors. So,
Colors always served us well.
all right, let's kick it off then with the first one.
Number one.
It's a fantasy movie.
Ooh, I like me some fantasy.
The vibe
Ooh, vibe check.
is a bit zany.
Zany sci-fi.
Yep.
Ooh.
Zany
That could go a
fantasy.
little crazy.
And the colors,
Yep.
gold and sky blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds very cartoony, right?
Maybe.
Because you got zany, and then what I'm hearing is bright colors. Zany, bright colors, but also fantasy. So that one's interesting.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that one, right?
All right, your next one. Mystery.
Mystery. Ooh. Okay.
Your vibe,
Vibe check.
unsettling.
Ooh. Unsettling mystery. Ooh. It's a bit spooky.
Your colors are like a sunset red and green.
Ooh. What green?
Like a darker green, though. Like
Darker
a darker
green.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm liking the sound of this one. This
Yeah.
one sounds pretty cool.
Okay, your third one, adventure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vibe,
Vibe check.
majestic.
Majestic.
Yeah. Yeah. Colors for that,
Interesting.
kind of like a darker blue, and kind of like a muted gold. Another one, but it's a bit more regal.
So it sounds like the first one. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that sounds like a underwater temple sort of vibe.
Yeah.
That one.
I
That's what
I
that
get
gives
that.
me. You know, because you're on an adventure. There's blues and there's golds. Because I was looking for, it's like, oh, we're going someplace on an adventure, right? Where's the place we're going? I'm thinking underwater, and I'm thinking Atlantis.
Okay. And then your final one is a sci-fi.
Ooh.
The vibe, isolated.
Ooh.
That's
terrifying.
the vibe, and it's green and black. The colors
Green
for
and
that one.
black.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So now you can just kind of ask whatever question you want. I'll veto it if I don't want to answer it. But you've kind of got some ideas here. You're probably leaning towards some over others, and you can just kind of figure it out. Well, let's see which vibes you want to go for.
If I was to hire the personification of these movies
Yeah.
to perhaps cater for an evening meal,
Oh, okay.
what would they prepare for me?
What
It
would they
doesn't
prepare
necessarily
for
have to be food.
All right. The zany movie. Oh, dude, it's a fucking mess. It's an absolute mess. But I think in the end, like, it would take them a while. You'd be waiting for a bit. There'd be lots of yelling, lots of, like, plates crashing. But I think in the end, they probably would give you a pretty solid, like, spag bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of effort for just a simple dish is what you're saying. That's interesting. A lot of effort for something simple. Okay.
Yeah. The second one's just showing up with cigars and whiskey, so
Ooh.
not really.
Ooh. Hey, Sounds like a meal to me. Monsieur. That sounds like a meal to me.
The third one, it's going to give you a lot of stuff, actually. It's a bit of a captain's table. You've got some fresh meat on there, some tuna, some salmon, maybe a steak as well, a nice steak, some mashed potatoes, some veggies.
Okay, so this was number 3, right?
Number 3, yeah. A real platter.
This was the adventure movie, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm getting some high seas sort of adventurous stuff.
Yeah.
I've moved from ancient temples up onto the top of the ocean. And we're sailing around now.
Maybe.
But where? That's what vibes I'm getting, you know.
And then the third movie, do you remember Soylent Green?
Yes, I definitely remember Soylent Green.
The fourth movie is just giving you a bunch of Soylent Green.
Now, is this Soylent Green, or just are they serving up humans?
They're giving you
like
protein bars that they don't contain humans in them, but they contain what Soylent Green said it contained.
Oh, that's weirdly specific.
Yeah. But not people.
I was like,
not people.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything. I don't have anything against that personally.
What?
The movie Soylent Green was kind of based.
Oh,
I think that we should recycle.
I'm getting more concerned by the
honestly,
second, so I'm going to quickly move past this because that was very concerning. But it is interesting because I was like, oh, it's like Alien, right? It sounded very Alien to me. You got these greens and blacks. I was like, oh, it's just going to be aliens. They're just going to eat people. They're just going to serve people. But then you were like, specifically, they don't serve people. They're serving the bars, though.
Yes.
So it's a sci-fi in the future. Maybe it's a little, not dystopian, but like corporate dystopian. I'm not sure. That's
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Now,
like that sort of corporate dystopia.
Are you leaning towards any here? I'm just trying to get like a vibe check from you.
This is interesting. The first one is very curious. I'm not sure what to make of it other than it's clearly like some sort of cartoon, which is pretty fun.
Maybe. Could be.
For me, the mystery one has a very clean vibe. It's like you want that sort of noir, sort of mystery, sort of like, you know, it's got that sort of vibe, and I'm chill with that.
Okay.
The third one, that one's very interesting. I liked the captain's meal.
Yeah.
That one, I like a good hearty, and we're on this pirate vibe now, so
that's right.
I do like keeping that going.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one, I thought it was Alien immediately, and then now I'm not so sure anymore. Now I don't know what to think. I'm like, what?
All right.
What else is black and green? There's no black and green in any other sci-fi movies.
Well, there might be in one.
One.
Yes.
The only other movie aside from Alien that was a sci-fi movie featuring black and green. That's crazy.
Okay, more questions. More questions.
If they were to plan a weekend activity, what is something they would want to do as a personification of the movie itself? What's their ideal weekend activity?
Okay, so movie number 1 is, zany, colorful.
Yep.
They're going away. And what they're doing is they're gathering a bunch of, like, a couple friends. Mm-hmm. They may be going to like an abandoned place in the middle of the woods. They got some chalk. They're drawing a pentagram on the floor. They want to make a deal with the devil.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit! The vibe from number 1 just changed completely.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
So that's that
I'm
one.
glad you mentioned that. Wait a minute. Why is my spaghetti moving? Hold on a second. I feel like they weren't just cooking with the spaghetti in the first one. I'm sus of number 1
Okay,
now.
Number 2? Number 2 is like, it wants to do an escape room.
Oh.
But it's done a lot of escape rooms. It's sick of doing regular escape rooms, so it's gonna do an escape room where it's gonna die if it doesn't get out. So it's gonna do like a saw trap, saw trap escape room.
They want to do a really extreme because they're really good at escape rooms. Okay,
yeah.
That's scary.
Number 3 is let's just say the personification of this movie. They've been out working for a long time. They work offshore. I'll say that much. They work. They're always traveling for work. They're never at home for work. So if they're going on a holiday, they're going on a destination holiday. They're going up to the Gold Coast.
Oh, okay.
They're renting an Airbnb. They're going to the Gold Coast. They're kicking it up.
Wow.
They're spending all their money at Crown and the
man.
Gold Coast.
This sounds like the rich kid who says he's adventurous, but this is what he does. He just goes up to the Gold Coast.
Not just going to the Gold Coast, but just wants to be in one location because they're always moving. They want to be in one location.
I know. But they're going up to Peru for the weekend, and all they do is stay in the Airbnb and watch TV the whole time. But then they come back and they're like, "I had a spiritual awakening."
Yeah. That's actually that's pretty accurate to the vibe of this one. Movie.
Okay.
A holiday for movie number 4. That's tough. They're catching up with friends.
Oh.
And they're just marathoning all the Captain Kirk Star Trek movies.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Just gonna watch the first.
They're just gonna stay at home and
4.
binge.
It gonna drop off after the 4th one. Who cares after that point? But the first 4.
still.
They could just skip the first one. 2, 3, and 4. Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, the one with the whales, catching up with some
getting
friends.
Oddly specific, Sandro.
Just watching those 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this the movie's opinions or someone else's you're projecting?
Someone else's
right
opinion. Yes, I'm projecting. I am projecting a little bit onto that one there.
Okay. All right, I'm going to eliminate number 2.
Oh,
I think.
Okay, you're eliminating.
I was curious about them. Like, I got their vibe, but I feel like I'm leaning towards more the others.
Okay.
I was going to eliminate number 1, but he brought it back with the pentagram. That is sus AF. I don't know what's happening with that one.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you could be talking about there. All right, you're eliminating the mystery movie. All right.
Yes, I am eliminate the mystery. I'm not feeling mystery right now.
Okay.
Although it did intrigue me, but I have to cut something. I have to cut something.
I'm definitely going to work that one back into our
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure it's a great movie. It was that, or I was thinking maybe the adventure movie could be cut, but I don't want to cut out the pirates straight away. I don't want to.
You're really feeling
cut out
pirate on
the
that
ships,
one. Okay,
the traveling. Sandro,
yeah.
have you played the game Super Smash Brothers?
I don't enjoy it, but I've played it. Yes.
You play it. Are you aware of the roster? Do you know of the roster?
No, but I can get it up. I don't care about games like that. I don't like those
what about
sort of games.
Mario Kart?
I know Mario
Are you aware
Kart.
of Mario? Okay, yeah. Perfect. Okay. If they were to main a character in Mario Kart, which character would each movie pick?
Oh, all
there we
right.
go. That's the vibe I was going for, right?
Okay, that's a good one. Now this is hard because it's like it's my personal opinion.
Yes, I would like to state probably like Mario Kart 8, not World.
Mario Kart 8 roster. I'm going to specifically actually get up a photo for it just to make sure I'm being accurate.
Because I know you're more familiar with that one than the new one.
No, I'm more familiar with the Wii one.
Oh, the Wii one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I like the Wii one.
You can bring up the Wii one if you like.
No,
you can bring up the Wii one.
I like this. I like
the
this.
Wii one has most of the ones that I was thinking of. It does eliminate the cow as an option from the new one. The new one does have a lot of great options.
Okay, I'm going to go number 1. The fantasy movie is Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Yep.
Any reason for this specifically, or you just want to state Waluigi?
Just fucking goofy, man. So goofy.
I'm noticing he's also not displayed as maybe one of the good guys a lot of the time. He sometimes displays a bad guy.
Well, he's a bit of an anti-hero.
Absolutely. But I definitely have seen him in a game where he does summon a demonic figure.
Well, that's
so
fair,
it could line up, you know?
Number 3 is a hard one. The adventure one's hard. I'm going to go Princess Daisy on that, actually.
Princess Daisy.
Always kind of been one of my favorite Mario characters, so I think that
wow, you're
kind
basic.
of works there.
No, Daisy's fine. Daisy's cool. You didn't say Peach, so I think that's fair.
Yeah. I don't think Peach really suits the vibe of that one, but yeah, I think
Yeah. No, Daisy's more adventurous than Peach. That's a fact.
exactly. And then the sci-fi is Shy Guy.
Oh,
Yeah, I got Shy Guy there.
Shy Guy.
I think that
That's pretty
works.
based.
I think that works. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you want to pick now, go ahead and pick now.
I'm going to eliminate the adventure movie.
Oh, damn. All right.
I would pick Shy Guy. I would pick Waluigi. Those are great picks.
Yep.
I wouldn't pick Daisy. I'm like,
Wow.
I want Daisy. Maybe I pick Baby Daisy because it's a small character. You get access to the small character carts, you know?
Yeah.
But regular Daisy, nah. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
That one's out of there. All right. One more question then to figure out between the fantasy and the sci-fi.
Yes.
And we all know that you love Waluigi, so I think I already know which one you're picking, to be honest.
That definitely saved it there, for sure. I'm a huge Waluigi fan. Okay. If these ones were to do a Secret Santa with me and get me a Secret Santa present, but they didn't really know anything about me, so they just got something for themselves that they think I would like as well.
Right.
What would they get for me?
The zany fantasy movie would get you a really goofy hat.
Oh,
A really goofy hat.
I like that.
And maybe also like a toy. But it's kind of like an animal toy. You're not sure exactly why they gave it to you. You're like, why have you given me a worm on a string? But when you start to play with it and you're like, actually, this is a ton of fun. And the goofy hat was the main present there as well.
Yeah, I liked the goofy hat a lot.
Yeah.
The weird animal toy is, once again, very sus. Extremely sus. But also, I had good fun with it, so, you know.
Yeah. And then the sci-fi gets you a gift card.
Apple. Fuck you, son. Fuck off, son. Fuck you. Fuck you.
It gets you a gift card.
Shit-ass present is that? Fuck yourself. No, I'm picking number one. I'm picking number one. You can't even defend it anymore, Sandro. You went with that immediately.
It makes sense for the movie. It gets you a gift card, but also a very nice handwritten letter as well. To come with it.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad they thought about it. And I guess it's hard to buy someone else a gift, you know?
Yes.
Like when you don't know them specifically, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So getting a gift card's a very safe option. I would run up to their face and I would call them a coward. And then I would high-five Waluigi and we would drive away. Because I'm picking number one. I'm picking number one.
All right.
Number
You
one.
did it. All right, number one is what you picked. I did not at all poke you towards a certain direction during this process.
Absolutely not, of course.
All right, well, I'm going to go back to front. So, number 4, the sci-fi isolating black, green, and black. That movie is called Solaris.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Which is a movie by Andrei Tarkovsky, just a Russian sci-fi that's apparently like 2001 Space Odyssey, but better.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
Just a really cool Russian sci-fi film. Always wanted to watch it. I think we've also both wanted to watch it before. It's been something we've talked about before, so yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That sounds really fun.
About a guy who goes to a ship, I think, or space station to try and find out why a bunch of people died. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Number 3, the adventure movie is called Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World.
Oh, that does sound very cool.
Which is a naval war movie, which is based off the same historic captain that Hornblower is based off of. He's a master and commander. He's Russell Crowe. He's got his ship. It's the Napoleonic Wars. He's gonna find those damn French.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Always wanted to watch it.
I definitely got that sort of vibe off it, you know.
I think that would have been a good one. I've always wanted to watch it. I'm going to put it back on my list. That's going to be my Godfather. You're going to see it all the time.
Yeah.
Master and Commander. My connection for that one was Men on a Boat.
Oh.
With that and Treasure Island, because they're both about men on boats.
They're men on boats.
Yeah.
It's true.
And my connection for Solaris and Treasure Island was that they're both Russian.
Yep, that's very fair.
All right, number 2, the mystery movie is called Felidae.
Okay.
It is a psychological horror movie that's animated like the Aristocats, and it's about a cat trying to find someone who's murdering cats, and it's a very fucked, violent animated.
Oh, that sounds fucking awesome.
It's got cat sex scenes in it and a bunch of incredibly gory cat violent scenes, but it's animated like it's the Aristocats, so it's really fucking disturbing.
Oh, okay.
It's German.
That sounds way crazier than you let on, you know?
Yeah,
it sounded pretty chill.
because it's kind of hard to make it, because it's just about a cat who's trying to solve a bunch of murders.
You could have said it served up a dead cat for food, right?
Oh, that's true. I could have said that.
That would have been accurate, right? And then I would have been like, what the fuck's that on about, you know?
But yeah, I found this. I specifically searched strange foreign animated movies, and this one came up. And as soon as I saw violent cat movie, and then as soon as I saw the art style, which is fucking Walt Disney art style, I was like, absolutely putting this in. I might just watch this. Looks good. But Zach, the movie that you chose.
All right, here we go. I feel like it was definitely the best choice, and I wasn't manipulated into picking a piece of trash.
It shares the same connection as the cat movie, which is foreign language animated movie.
Foreign language animated movie. Okay, that could be interesting. I like the sound.
Although a possible connection could be foreign animated movies that have become memes. This movie is called Goat Story.
Goat Story.
It's a Czech animated movie that looks like complete shit, and I'm
oh my god, this looks awful. Oh my god.
I remember watching a YouTube video reviewing this years ago, and I was like,
oh my god, that
looks...
lady has massive badonkadonks. What? This looks so cursed. This looks god awful.
It's apparently based on like Prague myths. But I think it's just about a guy and his goat. There's stuff in there about them doing deals with the devil, but I think it's for kids.
What the fuck?
The animation is like hoodwinked, but somehow way worse.
Yeah. Wow. This looks bad.
Yeah,
you manipulated me, I think. I got manipulated into picking this one.
I remember watching like a YouTube video reviewing this, and then just being like, you know what, one day I will find a reason.
Here it is. You found a reason. And it makes sense. It's a foreign animated movie.
Yeah. It's got a positive score on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, it's above 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. So,
yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's like a horror animated kids movie about a goat. We're doing it next week. It's called Goat Story.
That's crazy.
Are you looking forward to this?
No,
one?
Not at all. It looks really bad. But you know what? Maybe it's good. It does have a higher percent on Rotten Tomatoes than I would have thought. So maybe it's got some charm to it. You know, maybe I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. No, Rotten Tomatoes has never been wrong, Sandro. So I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to picking only movies with 100% after next week, and it will be great.
Wow. Well, it has no critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know how you'll be able to pull yourself out of the trash from this one, because you'll have to do some real stretches to get yourself out of it.
I have a few plans.
The legend of a young clockmaker and a goat. Why does the goat look like Donkey from Shrek?
Why? Well, for the money, right? They probably saw Shrek and were like, yeah, that's going to get me money. Why spaghetti? Why are they summoning the devil? What the fuck are you talking? So intriguing.
I know that there's summoning the devil in the movie. I know that. Spaghetti, because I was like, what's something that you
from Czech
can make like that you just be like, spaghetti. And I was like, they're fucking around in the kitchen. They're making a bunch of racket. And you're like, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? And then you just get a sloppy plate of spaghetti.
Yeah. They fucked up all the dishes they wanted to do and just ended up serving spaghetti. Yeah.
That's
fair.
Man.
Wow.
You're welcome.
I am furious that you picked Waluigi for this film. This is a besmirching Waluigi's name. Although, to be fair,
look at it. Look at that
if he was to produce a movie, it would be this movie by the looks of it.
But this movie is a real passion project. Only 10 animators worked on it. Took them like half a decade.
Wow.
Real passion
Okay.
project.
Well, you know what? Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah.